Greetings, royal family. I told you I'd be back. Woo! Nova Bordelon. Are you trying to make Aunt Vi's lupus flare up? Royal family, Queen Sugar is back. I don't know if you are a fan of the show, but I am. I think Ava DuVernay is a great writer, great director, just great visionary. And I have been watching Queen Sugar since season 1, episode 1. So the Bordelons and their shenanigans are back, okay? Season 4, episode 1 premiered last night on OWN. And man, was it a heavy episode. They left me wanting more. Now, usually when Queen Sugar premieres, the new season premieres, they oftentimes have like a 2-night premiere, like night 1 and then night 2. But I guess because of Oprah and her interview with the Exonerated Five aired right after the season 4 premiere of Queen Sugar, I guess we're probably not going to be getting that like two-part episode for Queen Sugar. Stay tuned because I definitely have a video coming out with my reaction to Oprah sitting down with the 5 gentlemen that were wrongfully accused of raping the Central Park jogger. All right, this is Queen Sugar. Let's stick to the topic at hand. So the episode opens up with Ralph Angel and his fine self. I'm trying to keep my composure. Just when you think that he couldn't get any finer. Ooh. Ralph Angel is basically talking to, what's the old man's name? I know he was the father's best friend. But I don't remember his name. I know he was sick, but it's good to see him back. I forgot his name. The older gentleman. So he has a letter for Ralph Angel saying it came from the postman. You know, he opens it. Ralph Angel is opening it, and the elderly gentleman is saying, you know, is everything okay? Ralph Angel is off of parole. He completed his parole, so he is a free man. So he's excited. You start to see him walking, then you see him and his fine chocolate self running. Just, he is overjoyed. Good for you, Ralph Angel. You're off parole. Congratulations. Aunt Vi is having the time of her life with her new husband, Hollywood. You know, I love Hollywood, and I do just want to point out that I love his character. And I think it is a good thing that someone like him is casted in a show to just show like strong love, like a strong man, a man in every sense of the word that caters to his queen. Even though there's an age difference between him and Aunt Vi, matters not. He genuinely loves her. He is a protector. He is a provider. And I think that character is important for television, especially in this day and age. So that's good. I'm a fan of Hollywood, the character Hollywood. So Hollywood and Aunt Vi are finishing up their, tour on their honeymoon. They're traveling, they're having a good time. Aunt Vi is basically saying that she's going to be trying out different recipes. I think they were in Thailand, and she's just, exploring the foods and talking and things like that. And Hollywood is just behind her 1,000%, just supporting her in her new business venture, supporting her through her sickness. I love it. I love it. So we see Charley, next scene, we see Charley with her, with her boo, enjoying a nice massage. She seems to be having fun with her Spanish lover boy. And it's good to see her happy. She seems happy. Mike is away with his dad. So, Charley's living her life and enjoying herself as a woman should. Now, Miss Nova Bordelon. Nova is at, it seems like a private press conference sort of, where she is talking about her book, and probably taking little excerpts from her book, just advertising her book, because her book is going to be published soon. It's in the process of being published. And I think that was the publisher that approached her and said to her, you know, job well done. You know, she's applauding her in front of the small group. And she's just saying, you know, I know your family's so excited for you. You can see with Nova's body language that she's like, yeah, you know, they know that I have a book coming out. And the publisher lady, I think she's a publisher, says like they know what's in it, you know, right? Like Nova's like, no, they have no idea what this book is about. And I think that's when she starts to realize like, okay, they know I'm putting out this book, but maybe I should have kind of sat down with them and told them what the book was going to be about. So, you know, fast forward, Vi opens up her restaurant, the grand opening. Everyone's there in support. They have their little umbrellas. Aunt Vi looked beautiful. I love the red hair. I'm not a fan of red hair for me personally, but Aunt Vi looks so youthful. That's because she got that good man. Her health is in check. She's doing what she wants to do. You know, so Aunt Vi's Prize Pies and Diner. So it's really good to see that not only is she manufacturing her pies, but she's also going to be incorporating like food, like she's opening up a diner. And I think that's great. I think that's real positive. And like I said, she has a strong support system behind her, and she's just living her best life. So Darla, they cut the ribbon. Darla shows up, you know, and she's being very, you know, polite to Aunt Vi. You could tell Aunt Vi is throwing that old school Southern shade, you know. Go on and get yourself something to eat, sweetie. You know, Ralph Angel says, you know, yeah, you ain't have to do Darla like that. She said, I didn't do anything. I greeted her. I took her gift. I told her thank you. And I told her to fix herself something to eat, you know. Let me tell you something. That old school shade, you can't compete with that. So Aunt Vi basically still feels a way at the fact that Ralph Angel and Darla, they're going through somewhat of a custody battle, and you know, Darla kind of wanted to take Blue away from Ralph Angel, and you know, Aunt Vi has every right to. She has every right to feel offended because she was there when Ralph Angel was away. She was there stepping in. Aunt Vi was there stepping in, keeping communication with with Darla's family and helping take care of Blue. So, you know, that's like her baby, you know what I mean? So she has every right to feel some type of way. But she's upset, yes, but I think she handled herself well. Aunt Vi didn't insult Darla, so Darla should understand. Fast forward, you know, Ralph Angel is in the diner, and he's having conversations with, I think that was his parole officer, his former parole officer, you know, talking about getting other inmates jobs and things like that. And you can tell Ralph Angel's like, look, man, I did my stint. I'm off papers now, so I don't know about all of that, right? So moving along. Nova, okay, this is what I want to know, Royal Family. If you've seen the episode in its entirety, Nova had a dream of herself, Ralph Angel, and Charley when they were younger, right? Like, I don't know. I don't remember what she said in the dream. Like, they were playing, it looks like they were playing tag or racing or something like that. And then you hear someone calling all three of them in. It's time for dinner. And then in the dream, it shifts to Ralph Angel and Charley standing there in adult form and just staring at Nova. You see Nova transformed into adult form also. Now, dreams have meaning. I feel that personally. I can assume that means like, look, you're writing a book about your childhood and family secrets. And when they morphed into adults and Ralph Angel and Charley was standing there looking at her, like they weren't talking, they were looking at her. Ralph Angel looks so good in that white. My God. They were standing there and they were looking at her. I guess that was kind of like saying, you got to tell them about this book. Is that what you guys got from it? Comment below and let me know what you think. So Nova, she wakes up from this dream and so on and so forth. And then you see her, no, let me backtrack. When Aunt Vi opened up her diner, it was the old man, the family friend, and then there was another lady who was basically saying like, oh, you know, I heard you got a book coming out, and you know, I seen billboards wherever. I think she said she went to New York, maybe, I don't know. You know, a book coming out. She won't be serving us pies for long. She's got a book coming out. And the family friend, the old man. I don't remember his name, so I'm gonna call him the old man. The old man says, Nova, that's really like good, and Nova, she's trying to be modest. It was nervousness. Like she was a bit nervous because I think reality is starting to set in because this book has been in the making, and I think Nova was trying to shop around the book for quite some time. But now that everything is like propelling forward and this book is gonna be out real soon, I think she's having reservations and she feels kind of nervous. Hollywood is standing off to a distance, and he notices her body. He can hear the conversation. He notices her body language, and the old man, family friend, says, "No, but there's nothing to be modest about. You should be proud of yourself that you're coming out with a book. That's a great. Don't shun your accomplishments, or don't try to hide your accomplishments." Then Nova, she goes off in the back, to get something. Hollywood follows right behind her, and Hollywood just straight up says, "Nova, what's in that book?" Because he sensed her. He's known them for a very long time. Hollywood has been in their lives for a very long time. So he knows her body language, and he's like, "What's in that book?" I made a vow to protect that woman, your aunt. He pointed to Aunt Vi, for the rest of my life. He doesn't want anything to come out that will hurt her, because Hollywood knows a lot of the family secrets as well. So he wants to know, like, Nova, what did you write in that book? Because Aunt Vi got that lupus. So, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you putting out that you nervous about? So he just basically says, kind of like, I hope you know what you're doing. So then fast forward, Nova musters up the strength to meet up with Charley at her office, give Charley the manuscript to the book. Remember, the book is not out yet to the public. So Charley's, she's getting ready for her award ceremony, her award dinner, and she's just like, oh my God, congratulations, gives her a hug. Anything that you need, when I get back, anything that you need, I will be full on in support of you, which I thought was great. And considering she doesn't even know what's in the book, my God. So, you can see Nova standing there really like nervous, like she's not matching Charley's energy. She knows why. Then she goes and drops off the book to Ralph Angel. She called Ralph Angel, told him, I wanted to come over, and he's excited about the fact, like, wow, Nova, like, that's a really big deal. But you can see Nova is so reserved in her actions because she knows that all hell is going to break loose when her family reads this book. She also drops off a copy to Aunt Vi in Aunt Vi's office. Charley, next scene, you see Charley is accepting her award. I know I'm skipping over certain things, but I'm just trying to get to the nooks and cranny of this juicy episode. Okay. So Charley is accepting her award at this women's empowerment dinner, women's movement, whatever. They're honoring her, giving her a reward. Charley is in all her glory. She is standing up, accepting her award, giving her acceptance speech, talking about how it's a must that women stick together. And in the middle of her speech, this reporter stands up and addresses Charley. Excuse me, Miss Charley Bordelon West. Excuse me, what? Charley says, I prefer Bordelon, but I'm not taking any questions until the end. No. This reporter wants none of that. She wants to get to the point. How this reporter got their claws on Nova's unpublished book is beyond me. That's what reporters do. So she asks Charley in the middle of this ceremony where she's accepting her award, how do you feel about, your sister writing these things in the book, saying that you are anything but in support of women because, you paid off your husband's victim. You agreed to pay off this woman, so on and so forth. Charley's face is good acting, because I kind of have to remember, like, these are just characters. Her face, great acting. She looked mortified, as if to say, how the hell do you know that? So she said, Charley says, listen, people can allege anything. So the reporter is saying, your only sister would allege something like this, basically going back to when Charley's husband was dealing with a woman, and the woman was accusing him of rape, and then Charley ended up finding out that he did have a relationship with this woman, and she just wanted to pay her off to go away. So in the book, in Nova's book, Nova basically said that Charley is a supporter of rape culture and things like that. So wow, like when I saw that scene, I was like, oh my God, like how do you come back from that? Everyone, all the women in the venue had their cell phones out. They were taking video, so you know that this is going to hit social media and it's going to be crazy. Charley gets home, she rushes home, pours herself a glass of wine, honey, and sits down with that book. She stayed up all night and read the entire book. The next morning, she calls Ralph Angel, tells Ralph Angel, whatever it is that you do, do not read that book. Why would you tell Ralph Angel that? Ralph Angel is waiting for Charley to come over. He reads the book. He reads the section of the book where Nova is talking about the fact that Blue is not Ralph Angel's biological son. So if you remember from toward the end of season 2, it was discovered, Darla confessed that, she went away, she went back home on vacation, had fun, and became pregnant, and Blue is not, Ralph Angel's son. So he found out, he did a DNA test, and he found out that Blue wasn't his son, biologically anyway. So that was hurtful. The end of season 2 that was deep, So Nova writes about that in her book, you know what I mean? And Ralph Angel is furious, you know what I mean? He is absolutely furious. And my God, you see the episode ending with Nova going to her father's gravesite and just speaking to him and saying, protect me, like as I go through this, Now, all right, that's the recap. People's opinions are 50-50 on this. Some are saying that Nova is out of line for talking about her sister, telling her family business. But remember, this is her family. My opinion is this, okay? I don't think anyone feeling that way is right. Anyone feeling another way is wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and people's opinions are based on their reality, right? So this is what I think. First of all, what a great season opener, right? That's number one. Number two, we haven't even gotten into the crux of what the book is about or what her objective is. Is it fueled by jealousy? I can't say. I can't give that assessment. Is it fueled by anger? I don't know. Is it fueled by pain? I don't know. Possibly, but I don't know. Do I think that Nova's character is being intentionally malicious because she hates her family? No, I don't think so, judging by past seasons. A lot of families have family secrets that end up destroying the family. And I feel like this is just judging it based on what we see now. I don't know if Nova is going to come out and tell her tea. We don't know. You know what I mean? So as we get further along in the season, I'm hoping that more will be revealed. And it would be wise as an author and as an intellect that Nova is, for her to spill her own secrets and air her own dirty laundry as well, if she wants to make an impact with this book. And unfortunately, it is at the expense of her family being embarrassed. But here's the thing, right? I don't like family secrets. And I'm speaking from my point of view, my experience with my family, things that I've seen with my extended family, so on and so forth. I hate it. I've hated it ever since I was a child, and I'm an adult, and I still hate it. Because I feel like, yes, when children are younger, yes, you shield them from certain things. But when they come of a certain age, your children, you know what I mean? When they get to a particular age, I feel like there are some things that should be discussed. Now, I know, like my grandmother's generation and generation before that, you don't talk about this. You don't keep, you keep this. It can have damaging effects because the chickens are going to come home to roost at one at some time or another. So I wouldn't want to be a part of a family and find out from a third party a secret about my father or a secret about my mother or my... Why didn't I hear this from them? That can be a lot to take in and to sit with. So that's just my little opinion about that. If anyone is to blame, like if we're going to play the blame game for a second, I don't think Nova is to blame. I think that the people who decided to sweep certain things under the rug should take responsibility. Now, it doesn't mean that they didn't have good intentions when they were keeping things from, Nova, Ralph Angel, Charley, so on. It doesn't mean that the person keeping the secrets had ill intention. I get it. You're trying to protect the family. Charley does the same thing. Was it a good idea for Charley to try to pay off her husband's victim? Maybe not, but I get it. She has a son. She's trying to protect her son. But listen, you're going to pay, man. You either going to pay on the front end or you're going to pay on the back end. But this was a great season opener. No judgment whatsoever as far as what families decide to do in their family. But it's just that sometimes people forget about the long-term consequences that certain things can have because you want to temporarily extinguish, nope, that's hot. Let's keep this from them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's temporary. Everything rises to the surface, and when something starts to stink, as Iyanla would say, that's why you have people ending up on Iyanla. That's why you have people ending up in therapy and counseling and things like that. So I'm not judging, but everybody played a part in this. And I did see in the preview for the season that Aunt Vi, oh my gosh, she said to I think it was Nova she said it to, because again, you know how they chop and edit stuff and you'll think one thing, but when you see the episode, it's something different. She said to Nova, it appears that she said to Nova, like, I want you to leave and I don't want to ever see your face ever again. So if she did say that to Nova, that that made my heart sink. It was just like, man, but everybody has to take responsibility in this situation because everybody played the part in the family secret. You know what I mean? Nova is just the one that's getting the backlash because she decided to reveal it. Now, I do want to say this. I want to know, I'm more interested in knowing what the purpose of this is. Like, why are you revealing this? Like, is this therapeutic for you, Nova? Are you angry? Like, there has to be some sort of objective for this, and I don't think it has anything to do with being on the New York Times bestseller. I don't think so. Nova seems like a very logical, woman, and there is a method to this madness. And maybe, like Iyanla always says, maybe you do have to bring things to the surface so you can begin to heal. I'm not mad at it. I'm looking forward to this season. I do have to go back to season 3 and brush up on a few things, because who is this man that Charley is gallivanting with and having a good time with? Maybe I missed that in season 3 because I did skip some episodes in season 3. So if y'all know, let me know. Royal Family, get down in the comments. Let me know if you are a fan of Queen Sugar, what you think about the show, the cast, the writing. Like, give me your feedback. Do you agree with me as far as Nova is concerned? Do you think that Nova is out of line and out of order and it's not her story to tell? Do you think that there's some sort of method to Nova's madness? Make sure that if you are disagreeing with anything that I said, you do it respectfully. We're a royal family, so we're going to act like it, okay? Royal family, I love you for watching. I can't wait to hear your feedback and read your comments, because I do read all of the comments. And we will meet again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until next time, peace.